All right, Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur has hit out at the OTT platforms. He's saying that these platforms have a responsibility of ensuring that vulgarity, propaganda and abuse camouflaged as creative expression are not encouraged. He further says that OTTs must also reflect the collective conscience of the country and provide a healthy viewing experience for people of all age groups. For more details, let's quickly go across to our political editor, Pallavi Ghosh, who's joining me on the phone line. Pallavi, the debate in terms of content moderation on OTT platforms has been raging on for quite some time. Not to forget that the High Court had also intervened in the month of April with regards to the centre taking adequate steps. What has Anurag Thakur got to say and what should we now expect?
So see, there have been representatives who have often gone across to the I&B Minister making the point that some of the serials shown on the OTT platforms are completely unchecked. And, unlike a cinema where, you get a certificate over here, the problem is it's beamed live into a household. So there's no way to kind of control it or cross-check it. Sometimes the children are also watching it. And some of these representatives had made the complaint, and I would say this was around 2 years back, that it's very embarrassing. It cannot become a family show. And it is actually against many of our cultural norms, and Sanskriti is the word that they had been used. At that point of time, in fact, the government had come out with certain guidelines for the OTT platform saying we don't want to indulge in any kind of a censorship, but there's a Lakshman Rekha which needs to be drawn, which should be followed. You have to keep in mind the sensitivity of the people, the age group, and also their religious, caste, all those factors need to be kept in mind, at least be sensitive to them. What happened today was that he was meeting representatives of various OTT platforms. Interestingly, he's also announced awards for the OTT films and episode serials. But at the same time, also a word of caution that please be careful. You have to be sensitive to the sensitivity of the people, whether it's in terms of the religious beliefs, their social beliefs, and it has to be in sync with what the Indian culture and ethos is all about.
Absolutely. And one question also comes to mind is that what has stopped the government from bringing the OTT platforms under the purview of the CBFC?
So there has been a lot of back and forth. There has been a white paper on this. There have been feedbacks which have been taken. But given the popularity of the OTT platforms, the government is a little reticent, because it will be seen as censorship. That's what the government has always been maintaining. And the I&B Ministry has been saying that, we are not going to censor. But in fact, it has also been seriously mulling this entire concept of certification, which we see. But how do you stop it? Because unlike a cinema, as I just pointed out, over here, you cannot stop it screening. I mean, the family gets to see it. These are being directly into your rooms, into your drawing rooms, and therefore everyone in the family can access it. And these days on the mobile phone, even more so. So this is a really catch-22 situation for the government. On one hand, it doesn't want to be seen as completely arm-twisting or censorship. But on the other hand, it also understands the concerns which are now being generated. So it can at most keep on giving guidelines. And I think this is a very nuanced kind of a guideline which was given by the minister today, that you really need to fall in line. Others, we will be compelled to take stringent steps.
All right. Many thanks to you, Pallavi, for bringing in all those detailed inputs on this breaking news story.